All right, guys, the Buds 2 from Samsung, they are here. I've had them for about a week now, so we're going to talk about them. I'll give you my thoughts on these earbuds and if they're worth the $150 price point. Now, just so you know, these are meant to replace the Galaxy Buds Plus, not the Buds Pro. So just be aware of that and know what you're getting before you buy it. The Galaxy Buds 2, the packaging here, very clean, very nice. The branding, the picture of the buds, and on the back, it's going to give us a little bit more info on the buds and some of the specs. We'll talk about the specs in a minute. Now, inside of the box, 2 more sets of silicone tips, so 3 total. Change out your tips, guys. I talk about it in every video. USB-A to USB-C to charge, and then the buds. These do come in a bunch of different colors. The branding here from Samsung on the top, and we open it up, and that two-tone look, which I think is gorgeous. I do love. Man, I love it. I think this color, and I love when companies do this. They give us a little different color. It's a nice surprise when you open it. LED light here on the top and an LED light here on the front. Now on the bottom, you can see there is some text and some info on the bottom. You can charge these up wirely, and then we get the port on the back to charge. And now let's take a look at the actual earbuds. Very small and very compact earbuds. I do like the size of these earbuds. They are very comfortable for me. Very clean. I wish they were a matte finish, though. I think they would look a lot better with a matte finish, but we do get the glossy finish on these earbuds. But I do like them very small and very clean. Now I'm going to throw them in my ears. You guys can see how they fit. Now, as far as look and comfort, you guys can see they don't stick out. They are very small and compact. I like that. Very comfortable, very lightweight on these earbuds. You're not going to have any issues wearing these all day long. And I haven't had any issues. A lot of earbuds over time, they will start to wiggle themselves out of my ear. And I have to keep, for example, the Sabbat E16s I wear at work all the time. And they always fall out of my ears after an hour or two. And I have to keep readjusting them, pushing them back in my ear. I haven't had that problem with these earbuds. Now, let's push these to the side. Now, specs on these earbuds: Bluetooth 5.2, your codecs SBC and AAC for playback. Now, if you have an Android device, the Wearable app, which is one of my favorite apps, you guys know that if you follow the channel, is a great app and a lot to talk about inside of the app, and we will take a look at the app. But if you are on an iPhone, you do not have access to any app that works with these earbuds and gives you what the Wearable app has to offer. So right off the bat, I can tell you right now, I cannot recommend these to anyone with an iPhone. It's just that simple. There are much better options out there at a better price point than what we are getting here, unfortunately. And at the end of the video, I'll tell you if I can recommend these for Android users, because we might not be able to even do that. So we'll talk about that. Doesn't really matter how good these are. It really matters what else is out there for the price. Now, ANC, ambient mode on these earbuds, battery life, about 5 hours and 25 total with the case. And again, this does support wireless charging on here. You can use touch controls on these earbuds, tap to touch. Unfortunately, you do have to pick and choose inside of the Wearable app. And that is another point. That is a problem on iPhones. You cannot pick and choose. You're going to be limited to what you get out of the box with your touch controls if you are on an iPhone. And that is, well, it sucks. Let's be real. Now, saying that, let's just jump into the Wearable app, check them out, and see, because the Wearable app is fantastic. So if you have an Android device, let's check out the app. All right, guys, so this is the app, the Galaxy Wearable app, one of my favorite apps that go with any pair of earbuds in the market. I really do like these. Now, up top, you can see L and R. It does give you the battery percentages of these earbuds. Galaxy Buds 2 in your noise controls, off, ambient sound, or active noise cancellation. Right now, we are in ambient sound, and you can see there is a slider here, and you can select between low, medium, and high. And that is actually a fantastic thing, that I get different levels of ambient sound on these earbuds. Now, ANC, it's only one level of ANC on these earbuds, so just keep that in mind as we move forward. Now, you can also just turn it off, leave it off. Now, if you scroll down, touch controls, you can see you can go in, tap will play or pause. If you double tap, it will go to the next track. We'll turn that on. Triple tap, go back to the previous track. And if you touch and hold, you can go in here and you can change that. We're going to do volume because that's what we want. volume up and volume down. And this is what I mean by out of the box, you're only going to get those controls on an iPhone, where on an Android device, you can come in here and customize it. However, you do have to pick and choose, right? You don't have access to everything, but I don't mind that. You do get a lot. So touch controls, tap will play and pause, double tap next track, triple tap previous track. And if you touch and hold, you can adjust the volume. Now, if we go back out of here, go into earbud settings, a bunch of different things in here. Your EQ, this will help with your sound, right? This is another option you do not get on an iPhone. Unfortunately, you are stuck with the sound quality out of the box. But on here, you can go in, you can get a bass boost. You can make it a very dynamic sounding pair of earbuds, clear, treble boost, all kinds of different things that you can do. Now, Bixby Voice Wake Up, we don't care about that. Seamless earbud connection, we don't want that. Earbud fit test, you can get a fit test on here to make sure you have a very good seal. So that is really cool. I would suggest doing that so you know that you have a really good seal. Use ambient sound during calls so you can hear your own voice and monitor your audio while you are talking on the phone. Very cool. We're going to leave that on just for now. Now, if you go into labs, double tap your earbud edge. If you want to do that, you can get some added functionality. You guys know if you have an Android device and previous versions, the Buds Pro, the Buds Plus, you can turn this on, and if you double tap on the edge of the earbud, you can have volume control that way, so you can go back in and you can add something else to the touch and hold and get more functions from your earbuds, which is really cool, although that is something else you do not get on an iPhone. Now, gaming mode, you can go in a low latency mode if you are playing games on here. You can turn this on to help you with your latency, and it does work fairly well. Now, reset, you can go in and reset it if you want. Accessibility, different in here. Noise control with one earbud. You can customize your ambient sound. You can go in and adjust it a little bit with the ambient sound in here. And it works pretty well. It's not going to change it significantly, but it does work fairly well. And your earbud software update, this is going to go, you're going to go in here if you have an update. So actually I do have no, I don't have an update, but we'll back out of here. So this is basically the wearable app. And again, one of my favorite things about any Samsung earbuds is the app on here. Now let's talk about ambient mode and active noise cancellation, since I am using the app right now. Ambient mode on here, you can see 3 levels. I'm on the highest level right now, and I think all 3 levels, well, minus the first one. The first one doesn't really do anything, but the medium level and the high level, it does let in some outside noise, more so on the high end here on this level. On the medium level, it's more of a natural sound. It doesn't really feel like it does anything. I just feel like it's just my voice talking. It doesn't really do anything. If I turn it off, it sounds pretty much exactly the same. Maybe a slight bit of ambient sound that comes in when I have it on medium. On low, it doesn't really do anything. But on high, I think it does a good job. There is some white noise that does come in when you are on high, but it's a very natural sound with ambient mode. I think it does a good job in that sense using ambient mode. Overall, not too bad. Now, the ANC on here is good. There are better earbuds at this price point with ANC, but it does a good job. Think mid-range when it comes to active noise cancellation on these earbuds. Takes out a lot of the low end and some of the highs. The voices, some of them, not a lot, but some. But the low rumbles, it does a very good job taking those out. Now, saying all that, ambient mode, ANC, the Galaxy Buds Pro do it better. At around a similar price point, the Galaxy Buds Pro have better ambient sound, different levels, right? You can let in a lot more ambient sound on the Buds Pro compared to what we have here on the Buds 2. And granted, again, these are meant to replace the Buds Plus, which did not have those modes on there. So if you're going to spend this type of money, though, you might want to look at the Buds Pro, because you're going to get better ANC and you're going to get better ambient mode on the Buds Pro than you are on the Buds 2. Now, let's keep going. Let's talk about sound quality on these earbuds. A lot of bass, very dynamic sounding. They sound good. And what I really like about these is you can go in and you can change. Where is it at? Let me find it real quick. Earbud settings. You can go into the EQ here and you can change and adjust this, you know, from normal to bass boost to soft, dynamic, clear, and a treble boost if you want to bring the highs up. But a very dynamic sound. I think the mids sound very clear, and they stand out a little bit. The highs are very clear and crisp. I think these do a good job. There's some good, solid bass on these earbuds. They're a fun pair of earbuds for me to listen to music to. However, again, I prefer the sound quality on the Galaxy Buds Pro. So you can kind of see where I'm going. These are a weird pair of earbuds to me anyway. Let me know. Drop some comments below. Let me know what you think. If you have these, they're a little weird. They're in a weird space, in my opinion, at this price point. $150, I can buy the Buds Pro around that price, and that is the top end model from Samsung. So we're going to talk about price point at the end, but I think these are overpriced literally by about $50. So I think these should be around $99, $100, and then we would have a solid foothold, and they would be really good at that price point, right? We add this extra $50 to these, and I think we're pushing the limit of what these are worth, because not only what Samsung has to offer in the earbud space, but what other companies. You guys know, if you're in this audio space, there are tons and tons of earbuds that are really fantastic right now for much less than $150. So also, if you're on an iPhone, none of this stuff makes any sense. These earbuds make no sense to get if you are not using an Android device. It just doesn't. So keep that in mind. Now, as far as latency and delay, watching content, YouTube videos, Netflix, anything like that, you're fine. You're good to go. And even gaming, light games, even Call of Duty, you're going to be okay, especially in the gaming mode with these earbuds. But remember, you have to go into the wearable app, turn that on to get into that low latency mode. But unfortunately, again, another problem, if you're an iPhone user, you cannot use the low latency mode. So I think these companies need to start doing this and making these compatible for both iPhone and Android users, right? We saw that on the new Beats earbuds, where Apple gave us an app on Android, and we do have, of course, iPhones work fantastic with it already, but now Android phones do as well, and that's an Apple product. We need to see that cross-platform here all around the board. They would sell a lot more of these. But latency, not a problem with these earbuds. Just keep that in mind. If you're on an Android device, you can go into the gaming mode and improve that somewhat. It's only going to improve it slightly, but it does improve it a little bit.
All right, guys, the Buds 2, this is the mic test. Drop some comments. Let me know what you think of these so far. Do you think they're worth the price? Is it a problem for an iPhone user? Yeah, it is. But what do you think about the mic? This is what it's going to sound like if you were taking a phone call on a phone call. Let me know what you think of the microphones. All right, guys, the mic test in a crowded room, a lot of noise going on. Let me know what you think of the microphones on here. Is it clear? Does it sound good? I think they do a pretty good job overall. I did talk a bunch on these earbuds, and I never had an issue with somebody being able to hear me. I never had dropped calls, dropped connections. Overall, drop some comments. Let me know.
All right, guys, the Galaxy Buds 2. Can I recommend them? Unfortunately, I cannot recommend these earbuds. They are good earbuds. They're good. I like them a lot. I like the look of them. I like how small and compact they are. But I can't recommend them. One, because the Galaxy Buds Pro exists. So again, it's in a weird spot here. The price point on here should be around $100. These things would fly off the shelves and be totally worth it at $100 for Android users. For iPhones, I can't really say that. Unless we get an app for an iPhone, I can't recommend them for anybody using an iPhone because of what else is out there on the market, especially at this price point. So just keep that in mind. If you're an iPhone user, there's better earbuds out there. If you want to know what they are, drop some comments and I'll respond to you. If you are an Android user, the Buds Pro at this price point, they're just a better pair of earbuds. But it's unfortunate. The Galaxy Buds 2, I like them. I just can't recommend them. That's it for the video, guys. I'll be back soon. Hope you have a great week or weekend. Stay safe out there, guys. Peace.